What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Imperfect. This is episode 11 on the podcast, and today I got a special guest with me, Dylan Chan. How are you doing, brother?
Good. How about you?
Good.
Glad to be here.
Well, I'm happy to have you here, man. We've been talking about linking up for projects forever now, man.
Yeah,
It's
since
just,
last summer.
yeah, literally, so many DMs back and forth. You know it?
Just going back and forth, grinding.
Yes.
Everything going.
So, Dylan, tell the people what you do with your career and what you want to be and all that.
I want to be a professional baseball player. Currently, I play for ISU. I play for the Grays, and then I also am the social media manager now of Talontid.
Hell yeah, dude. And Talontid has been a guest here, and he's also here live behind all the scenes.
Yeah.
So, welcome back, Talontid. The first person to come back after the set, so we didn't do too bad, you know?
Yeah, to bring him back.
Gotta bring him back. But, yeah, this is going to be exciting because I want to talk about, baseball and what your dreams are, what your focuses are, talk about the new managerial position and all that kind of stuff. But let's start with baseball, the fun stuff. So you said you play for ISU and the Grays. So is the Grays kind of like a side team, a local team? Like, what is that?
It's a local team. It's ran by Terry Fredrickson, who kind of runs the Orange and Black store, but he classifies it as like a semi-pro team. So we travel like to Utah. We'll play teams from northern Idaho, just kind of travel around during the summer and just play teams, usually scout teams for MLB teams and all that.
How long have you been doing that? Is this your first year?
This last summer was my first year doing it.
That's awesome. How'd you do? Did you?
We did all right. We got to the playoffs, but got knocked out in the first round. I pitched all right, played a couple games, got a player of the game during the season, and then just kind of kept grinding during the off season.
Right. No, that's super awesome. So this is also your first year at ISU?
This was my second year, but I took a year off this whole school year just to give myself time to focus on everything, just figure out what I wanted to go into and just keep grinding.
Yeah, because you're talking. So when you play for Idaho State, but like we were talking, it's a club.
Yes, it's a club
not
sport.
Not a sport. What?
Yeah, so they offered me in-state tuition just as like an incentive / like scholarship, and so I took it. It was my only offer out of high school because I had only played my junior year. All the other years I got cut. They always told me like I was too small, didn't throw hard enough.
Damn.
Yeah.
That sucks, man. So the in-state tuition, where are you from?
I'm from Utah. I grew up in Logan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you grew up close.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 19 now.
19, dude. Man, you look a little bit older. I was like,
Yeah.
you pull off 20, 21, you know what I'm
No,
saying?
I'll be turning 20 in July. So.
Oh, heck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you get offered in-state tuition because I know that's a lot of like our sports team here at Idaho State is they get full rides or whatever it may be. But I mean, I guess they give you in-state.
Yeah, they gave me in-state. I was like, okay, we'll just figure it out with FAFSA, everything. Just kind of get all the finances together, figure it out, and we'll make it work. Like, it's the only offer. I get to play baseball. Just keep grinding, continue the dream.
Right. No, that's awesome. I love that. So you actually, I mean, it's the people that do the most that are always doing something in college and outside. I'd guess, come on, and we're talking about, college may train you in a way or not to just kind of go there and you do the check marks and then you leave. But it takes someone pulling up, being like, hey, I'm going to do everything I can in college. For example, I was in the dance program, but I was always looking for other extracurricular activities around campus. I was dance related. I was on a dance team outside of it. I went to a dance studio outside of it. I was traveling as much as I can. It's like the people that like go outside and do more are extra. So it's like when I hear like, oh, like not only on the baseball team, but I'm also doing X, Y, Z. Like those are good moves.
Yeah, like I've been training. I go to Utah for training. I go to Preston for training. I go to California in the off season during the summer for training, whether it's beach training, hills on the sand, weights, training with ex-coaches.
I was just gonna say, so what is the training? Just like pull up to coaches or?
I'll talk to coaches. Like one of my former coaches in California, he got drafted by the Marlins and he's a catcher, and I've been training with him on the beach, lifting. I've got a couple buddies that are now playing for Cal.
Really?
Yeah. So if I get this offer at UC Santa Barbara, which I'll be trying out for in January, I'll be playing a couple of them growing up.
Dude, that's awesome, bro. That's gonna be awesome. So, Santa Barbara, that is a college or is it an MLB team?
It's a college.
Okay, I was about to say, forgive me because I don't know too much about.
No, it's a D1 out in California, like an hour away from LA. So.
Okay, so you would actually be attending school too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so
I'll be doing both.
What would you be getting your degree in?
I'm either gonna go into marketing or psych. I haven't decided yet. Like, I'll help people with like their different situations in life, and they're like, "Oh, you should become like a counselor or something." But like, I love marketing. I love business. Like, so it's kind of up in the air when I get there.
Kind of debating because I know they always require you to. I mean, you're in college, you have to get some kind of degree, and a lot I hear is they're getting people get generals or something just to kind of get through. But how do you think it would pertain? Because you said your number one dream goal is to be in the
MLB.
Yeah, like be in the MLB, play big. You know what I'm saying? And so I wish that that'd be awesome if you can get there. You know what I'm saying? But how would that degree influence that, or you just think it's just like you have to choose something? This is kind of what I'm interested in.
It may just come down to like whatever's coming closer. If there's like very slim odds by the end of school that baseball's not going to become real, then I may just do psych just to help have a better life. But if baseball starts popping off really well and I start getting real good looks from teams, then I'll just go through marketing, start marketing myself more in a way, treat myself more like a brand, and just start working brand deals and stuff like that.
No, I like that a lot. Like it's definitely one of those things. Like I heard, like if you make a plan B, then you won't work as hard for plan A. But the issue is you do have to take that one day. You know, like I gotta put something on a paper. I gotta choose. Like, you know, when you're going to school and the other dream is this. Like I already own a film business. You know what I'm saying? And I'm already trying to do my film gigs and all this thing on the outside. And so I'm like, I probably don't need a film degree. I learn everything I learn on YouTube.
Yeah,
so I was
like on hand.
Exactly. So it's like I have to choose something. I don't want to make a plan B, but I feel you in that position because you're like, I have to put something down. So I'm like, I'm going to do public relations and marketing and advertising. That way it's like it fits the video production. I still have a mass comm and visual production as of now, but I think I'm going to, tweak it around, or you know what I'm saying? But just because I want to be as much well-rounded as I can, because you're right. Like it's just one of those things, but you got to be realistic. I thought for a long time, no matter what I would do, I would be a dancer. I was a hip hop dancer for like 8 years, and I'm like, this is what I'm gonna do. And then throughout time, I just got less and less things, and less motivated, less and less shares and likes on the videos I was trying to put out and try to grind for it. And I just got super unmotivating. It could be a thing where I didn't work just as hard as my dance videos on maybe like the storyline and all these other things that obviously transitioned to film, but it was a wake up call, and I was like, man, I really wish I just had something on my mind that I would do.
Like have a side hobby almost.
Exactly, bro. It's like you don't have to have a plan B. You just have to like have other interest. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I have I own a film business and I got Imperfect, the podcast.
Exactly.
I mean, they can coexist, but I mean, they are two different things that I absolutely love doing. And if one falls,
then you still got something.
I got something. You know what I'm saying? Unless both fall at the same time, fuck.
Yeah, then you're stuck. Literally. You're like, I don't know anymore.
Exactly. It could be rough. It could be rough, but you got. It's just one of those things. Like, work your ass off. I want to see you on that MLB team, bro. Like, I want to see the grind. I want to see the training.
Exactly. Like I've been like marketing it with Instagram photo shoots, like videos. I've been doing like documentaries with filmmakers, just working on stuff. Like I'll get photo shoots every so often. I'll do training behind the scenes, just a lot of stuff going on. And then I'll just like help people with their certain situations with psych, just kind of like help them out with different situations going on in their life.
That's good. And I like that key point that you said is like I'm focusing on the marketing, because that's, as being a dancer, I was like, there's two, like I thought as long as I'm a fantastic dancer, you'll get somewhere.
Oh yeah.
It's so not true, bro, because there's so much media and other people, and it's so competitive in any field, really.
Yeah.
And so you're like, I not only do I have to hone my craft, but you have to market your craft,
like
which
make
is
connections.
Literally, like they have ad agencies that do this, like with hundreds of people that do these things, with people that run social media on each account, and how to caption and how to post, picture, creative, film, like all
like
these people,
edit, photo shoot,
everything.
Exactly,
bro. So it's like, man, I gotta dance, and then I gotta get all the work out to people.
Yeah, you gotta do all this work just to turn around, do more work, and grind it out,
bro. And so it takes a lot. You know what I'm saying? I was very, very wrong when I thought I could just sit in a studio and dance and better my craft, because in reality, who's gonna find me?
Yeah,
You know
like
what I'm
even when I
saying?
got to college, I was like, oh, I get to play baseball. That's it. Like I just have to focus on baseball. No, like I had to do photo shoots. I had to train more. Like I have to train twice as hard just because like I'm smaller than everyone still. Like
Yeah.
I still have to train twice as hard. I train 2 days to 3 days. I'm
Damn.
still eating more, eating protein, taking protein, training, eating everything right, just staying on top of it.
Yeah,
And
no,
it's-
dude, that's awesome. You definitely look good. So I gotta be on top of your grind. You gotta
Yeah.
look good, you know. But when you say UCLA, how did that come about? How did they find you? You find them?
Like I sent out like the documentary from Jason, and he did it over the summer, like just kind of doing my background. He came to games, filmed that, like did behind the scenes, came to practice, watched us, and just filmed it, and then had some interviews in there, and I just sent it out. I was like, here's the documentary, here's my stats, just watch, let's see if we can get something going, and just kind of focus on it. And like I haven't heard anything from anyone else. Like I've had a school from Florida, Kaiser University. I've had Bryan Stratton College in Virginia. They all want me to throw. And then UC Santa Barbara hit me up, and they're like, we have this date for you. We need you to fly out here, throw for a couple days.
Dude, that's wild.
Yeah, we'll do a tour. We'll do like weights. We'll do all this talking.
Dude,
And,
awesome. When do you do that?
I go January 11th and 12th.
Dude, do you
Yeah.
have to buy your own plane ticket?
Yeah, I gotta pay for my flight. I'll stay with my dad out in California, and then
Oh,
I'll
heck
just
yeah.
travel out there. Like it's 2 hours from my dad's house, so it's
Oh,
not.
so your dad's
far.
out in Cali?
Yeah, he lives out by
Nice.
Anaheim, so we'll be good.
Dude, nice, nice. That's cool.
Yeah, so it'll be good to be home for a little bit, just kind of, but it still focuses on the grind.
still
Even when
gotta
you're with
grind.
family, you still gotta grind.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. So yeah, in that documentary you're referring to, just to step back for a moment. So we met because you DM'd me, or did I DM you?
I
can't
DM'd
remember.
you.
I
about-
DM'd so many
yeah.
people.
Yeah,
and
like
vice
we're
versa.
all DM'ing everyone.
Yeah, we're like just trying to get work done, you
Yeah.
know. But yeah, you wanted the video, and then we tried, and error, whatever. I was like, hey, but there's this other guy, and I was like, I think he like really fits you, and I was like, you got to link up with Jason.
Yeah.
And Jason was the very first episode on this podcast. Remember Jason?
Yeah, and I
Besser?
watched that. Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a smart guy.
Yeah, he's
man.
way cool. Like I've
Like-
talked to him a bunch, gotten it all done. Like
Yeah.
he's way cool.
Isn't he just like a good human being?
Yeah, like he treats everyone the same,
Dude,
like
like-
regardless whether you're an athlete, superstar, whatever.
Really,
you're still the
dude.
same dude.
Like you have like a work party with like 100 coworkers or something, and you're like, and then he walks in, you're like, Jason, and then
You're
you're
like,
just like,
"What's up?"
please talk to me. Like you just one of those really good men, one of them good
Exactly.
men. But yeah, so I'm happy you guys did it, and I got to see a sneak peek during the early phase. So I haven't seen the finished product, so I'll have to see that.
Yeah, we'll have to show you after. Yeah,
Dude, seriously, because I want to see it. I'll put a link in the description down below if
Yeah.
you guys want to check it out.
Yeah,
you
it'll be
got it
cool.
online, right?
Yeah, I have it on YouTube.
Okay.
And I've shouted out a bunch, but we'll have to put it back out again and get people watching.
Heck yeah. So yeah, it'll be in the link in the description if you want to check it out, because I'm going to check it out too. But I know when I saw the early stuff, it looked really good.
Oh,
He
yeah.
interviewed your coach.
Yeah, he interviewed teammates, coaches, everyone.
Dude, and it sounded so good. Like,
Yeah,
as a
and then he threw
documentary.
part of it in a commercial or something for
Oh
Cole.
yeah,
yeah.
yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember he does that a lot. He'll like reuse stuff, which is
yeah.
really smart, you know. But yeah, that's super cool, and that's excited for you guys to like work together. So
Yeah, we may have to do some work though.
I
Me and
know.
you, yeah.
We need to do something seriously. Like I can remember why we even didn't go through. I think
I think you were busy with like weddings and all those during the summer.
I did, because I know I had something. Because there was a point when I had like 3
Yeah.
weeks of like 5 weddings, which I don't
Yeah,
even
and
know
I
how
think
it's-
it was that because it was
and-
during August.
Yeah,
we
dude,
were-
and everybody's getting married, bro.
yeah, everyone's just going.
You know, and so that sucks. But those are my favorite time to create projects. But I knew that I was like, there's one other guy you gotta check out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Well, there's 3 filmmakers
Mhm.
in the city that I like think are like decent, and it's me, Travis, that I've also had on the show, and Jason that's also on the
Yeah.
show. So I've had the 3 of us, and Travis is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, me and Jason do good work, but Travis has been in the game for a minute, and he
Yeah.
does good work. But the issue is, since he does do good work, a little bit pricier.
Yeah, like,
You
yeah.
know?
When we start getting up there, we'll start getting more views. Yeah,
definitely,
we'll
definitely. But yeah, no, definitely. I definitely want to hop on something, because this is
Right.
definitely like the creative stuff I want to do. I
Oh
love.
yeah, like behind the scenes.
Yeah, bro, like,
different
I-
stuff
dude-
people don't see.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I love like pulling up to like a wedding or something and filming those things, but getting creative and like playing with lighting
Yeah.
and audio and writing scripts, shot lists, those kinds of things are like.
Yeah. Yeah, like everyone
Oh,
just
I get
sees
into.
baseball. Like they don't see behind the scenes, the training, the lifting, all that.
That's what I was saying, and it's like I've never. First of all, I don't have any sports channels.
Yeah.
So I'm not able to watch any sports. I'm a
Yeah.
broke ass college student.
Yeah, aren't we all though?
Yeah, for real. But I definitely know baseball and football are definitely like my favorite things if I had favorites. But with that being said, it's like seeing the behind the scenes of that video. I was like, for the first time, like, holy crap! Like, this is kind of an eye opener for me. Like, man, this is another like insight of a player or baseball in general. And it was like,
yeah, like even
intriguing.
I still watch it. I'm like, it's a whole nother step to the
Dude,
pros. Like
yeah.
even as a minor leaguer, you gotta work 3
Yep.
times a day. It's a job.
It is a job.
Even if you're not getting paid well in the minors, it's still a job at the end of the day.
Yeah, I used to do literally all the time. Like I said, when I was in the sports crew, I used to be hella fit. Or not sports crew, sorry. When I was in the dance,
Okay.
because dance is not a sport, but that does not mean dancers are not athletes,
Oh
bro.
yeah, no.
Dancers
I
are
believe it.
fucking athletes. Like,
Yeah, they got the balance, everything. Like
I don't know if you know this, but I was on the Bengal Dancers. I was the
okay.
first male to make the Bengal Dancers at
Okay,
Idaho State
okay.
University in the 20 years they were official. But dude, that was rough.
yeah.
It was.
It's a grind.
I was like, 15 hours a week working out, dance, practice, rehearsal, and
Yeah.
oh man. So like when I hear people like going through that grind, it is so much work, especially like that alone. You're a full-time student, and then you have your sport or athlete thing, which is training, rehearsing, and all that stuff.
And then you also have your side stuff going on. Like you got homework, you got jobs, you got everything.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
like I was playing
up.
baseball. I had 2 jobs. I was working on homework. I was up till like 2 a.m. just doing homework.
See.
And then waking up for 6 a.m. weights.
Oh man, yeah, dude, I hated that. I had to be there like 6 a.m. to do like the workout sessions.
And then you have night weights too.
really
and study hall,
Oh, God,
yeah.
thank God I didn't have that.
Yeah, you got night weights, you got workouts, you got study hall.
Jeez,
Yeah,
dude.
everything's going.
Dude, that's wild. But that's what I'm saying. It is a lot of work because you got to keep yourself fit. You got to focus on your craft, which could be like studying and watching other baseball players, and or going out and doing it physically and
On top of school and
on
jobs.
top of school and trying to keep a stable income because I wasn't fortunate enough with any of my. At first, I don't have a dad, but my mom isn't very wealthy, so I had to go through college. I still am paying for myself.
Yeah, and that's how I am too. Like my parents are divorced. Like we have low income. Like it was crazy. Like even in high school, it's like whoever had the most money, you make the team. Like
yeah, dude,
like
that's so nice for someone to relate because I mean, going through school and paying for yourself is like the most difficult thing, bro.
Yeah.
Like. And it's lucky because at least I have some FAFSA.
Yeah,
same
like
thing.
I have that disbursement. Yeah.
So I have a little bit of income, but I still got to pay a little bit out of pocket. But like for my fiance, same situation, but she doesn't get any FAFSA.
Yeah.
So she has to pay literally out of pocket,
like
full
it's,
cash.
Yeah, like it's covered out.
And
you're
I'm just like, every time I see her get paid, and I'm like, oh, and then she makes that one payment. I'm like, oh.
You're like, never
We
mind. That
ain't
bank
eating
account
this week.
Yeah. Like you're like looking at bills, food. You're like,
Yeah, it's rough, dude. It's super rough, but yeah, but I think that's super awesome, bro. Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
I mean,
Like,
how is that somewhere you want to be? Play b-ball out in freaking California?
well, I was born out there, so I was born out there.
Okay,
And then
okay.
I lived out there till I was like about 10, and then my parents got a divorce, and my mom won the custody battle. So me and my brothers moved to Utah and started growing up there and
man.
everything. So going back home would be nice. It's just a matter of like offers, what's gonna cost me,
Yeah.
because I know it's pricier out there. So it's
Yeah.
like,
You
what is
gotta-
it gonna run?
Yeah,
me?
you gotta. It's one of those positions you gotta see what fits.
Yeah, like even though it's the
Yeah.
dream, like I gotta make sure like I'm gonna be able to live out there.
Yeah,
like,
and afford your living.
yeah, because I don't want to go out there and be like, I'm not gonna eat today, this
Tomorrow,
day, everything.
literally, bro. I've been there. Like, we eating ramen all week.
Yeah, we eating ramen, we making our own food. We gonna have to
Yeah.
go all that.
Yeah, definitely pick your offers. Like I think it's just so overlooked, man, how just a normal college student, just a normal person that goes through college, how tough college can be alone. You know what I'm saying? And then you have somebody, okay, like I have a sports team or this really activity that I want to do with my life, like starting a business or being an athlete or whatever. That takes so much more of your time.
Yeah.
But neither of those are paying you currently to
Exactly.
live or rent or just simple needs like shoes or something like that.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so
Like you'll have like allowances maybe
Yeah.
from the team, but you'll have to pay for your gear, like if
Yeah.
stuff breaks, all this.
Exactly.
And you'll
Like,
just have to pay for
dude,
it out
like,
of your own pocket.
literally, like I own a film business and I still got like 3 credit cards maxed out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I already
because-
have 2, and I'm like, I'm having to buy cleats, I'm having to buy pants,
You
shirts,
see what I'm
gear,
saying?
all
Like
this.
it's because like it's so amazing, and I could have a film business, but you can't just pull up with your iPhone and shoot a film. Like I had to invest into a $4,000 camera, $2,000 lens, fucking $3,000 or $1,000 custom built PC, but with all the specs and
Yeah,
monitors,
exactly.
keyboards, dude. It's like it adds up everything.
Exactly. Like I'm paying $50 for photo shoots, and I'm like looking at bills and everything. I'm like, how am I gonna make this work? Making Venmos,
Yeah.
credit cards, everything's like.
That's rough, but that's the dream, bro. You need
Yeah.
good art, you need good pictures, you need good headshots. You need to let people
Yeah.
know you're like legit.
You're out there, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's crazy, just making yourself out there. Just gotta keep going.
Hmm. It's rough, but so if you could though choose where you would want to go to play college baseball, where would you want to go?
My dream's always been Cal State Fullerton, so it's like probably like
Cal State. Where's that at?
it's in California. It's over by Anaheim. It's probably
Okay.
like 10 minutes from my dad's house. But
Oh,
even
damn.
growing up, like I was like, because it's top ranked athletes. Like if you go there, there's no doubt you're getting to the league.
MLB.
Yeah, like even if it's just a minor league deal, you're still living the dream.
Right.
So UC Santa Barbara is definitely a big deal because you'll play Fullerton, you'll play Berkeley, you'll play Cal, you'll play USC, you'll play these top ranked teams, but you're still a small name school. So you're in there, but it kind of just depends on how hard you grind it out.
Yeah, literally, bro. That's where it all depends, because this is the thing. This is as simple as it could be. Is I could go to college for 4 years and get a film degree, and by the end of it, all that college will have required me is a couple of in-class assignments, like a couple videos, and and then my
projects,
paper.
yeah.
But that's it. So I was like, okay, I can't end in 4 years with just this piece of paper and
Like,
a couple
oh, here.
videos. Yeah, that it was a class assignment. So I had to go out on the side and start asking people, let me shoot your wedding for free. Let me do this for free. Let me do this. Okay, finally got enough clients, like kind of getting a name.
Yeah, like almost get references,
Mhm,
almost
yep,
and connections.
yep, exactly. So it got to the point. Then I found out you have to go through all this paperwork and crap to start a legal business. Went through all that, and I'm getting paid and increasing. But like it now, when I graduate, I'm gonna have literally hundreds of videos that I've
and
made
like
for
background
people.
work and all that.
And that way, when people look at me, they're like, "Oh shit!" So not only
Yeah.
did you survive through college and pay for everything, but you got your degree
And did more.
and you did all this extra work.
Yeah, like even with baseball, like I had to hit up ex-coaches that were like, "Oh, you've actually put on weight. Like now you're worth my time to actually put
like
work in."
talk to.
Yeah, like even in high school, like the coaches were like, "We've got guys younger than you that are better and everything." And now I'll hit them up and they're like, "Oh, Dylan, you're back. Like what's going on? Like
you
how's
looking
life?"
good.
And I'm like, "Oh, now you want
Now
back.
yeah.
Now you want back."
But it's a hit or miss, just because there's so much fakes
yeah.
out there, bro. Like there's so many
Like you've
people,
got to keep the circle tight.
exactly. But like there's so many people that say they're doing stuff and then they never do.
Yeah, like
You
they
know-
say they're doing something and then you look
Like,
and there's nothing.
This is the thing. Every single fucking person on this planet Earth has a dream.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
like,
saying? Even Jeff Bezos probably has a dream of being bigger or
Yeah.
starting more charities or whatever it may be. Everybody has a dream.
oh yeah, no doubt.
But what separates it is the people that are willing to actually work for that dream,
Yeah, and
and
the
the people
motivation.
that talk about it. Exactly. And so it's like when people like same thing, when I hit up people I want to shoot films for,
Yeah.
they may just be like they see my Instagram or something that I'm DM from, and they're like, oh. They're like, maybe we'll see, but like I'm very busy. But then you're like, oh, well, follow my page, and they actually see the stuff I'm
yeah.
shooting, my content.
and
they're
they
like,
see
oh,
they see the productions and
but
all
how
that.
many DMs do these people get that are like trying to do shit, and it's like some like filmmaker like, I have a cell phone and I'll shoot it, you know? And they're like, I don't want to work with you. Like, what?
Yeah, exactly. Like I've hit up minor leaguers that have followed me on Instagram, and they're like,
Oh, damn.
and I'm like, let's work out, and I'll get left on red. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
and I'm like, okay,
that's what I'm saying. So I just think there's so much fake and people out there that it's really hard for just people like myself too. You like I get so like not so many, but I get a decent amount of DMs of people want to do film projects. A lot of them asking to do for free.
yeah, and it's like no, like
and
I
know,
gotta,
and but it depends, because if I know like someone's like about to get there, or they like genuinely need help. Like the first video I made for Chitty, I was like watching him I went to a couple
Yeah.
of basketball games, on
to
campus.
see if it was gonna be.
Yeah, well, I just went there and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's that guy that DM'd me. And I was like,
Yeah.
damn, he is fucking tall. He is killing this shit.
Yeah.
Like, so I didn't him back. I was like, how about just $50? I mean, because if it's $50, anybody like that's actually trying to make krill, be like, dude, I'll fucking take my money. You know what I'm saying? Like $50 is nothing.
Yeah, like I sent Jason stats. I sent him all this schedule, and he was like, okay, like $400 and we'll call it a day. I was like, okay.
Yeah, see, that's good.
Yeah.
That's fucking good. I can tell you, but especially I know Travis would probably charge more because, you know, like for a decent, that's awesome. But
yeah, because he spent days out there. He was sitting in the rain, the wind, dark. Like we play night games during the summer, so he's having to deal with lights, everything.
So yeah, he's putting in work, but that's exactly what I'm saying. Is that's what it all comes to at the end of the day. Is like you need to like kind of dig through who is like really out here to fucking do shit.
Yeah, out here to grind and who's got their focus locked in.
Yeah, exactly. And the easiest way is for like a professional to be like, they have to ask for money or at least a small price, because as soon as I say I'm going to do something for free, it's always, I've done that so many times and I can't.
Because then they keep asking.
They keep asking, and can you do this? And can you add this? Can you do this? And why can't you do this? And blah, 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 blah. And it's like, dude, I'm already doing this for free. I promised like one thing, and now you're asking all this more shit. Like,
yeah, you're asking for more edits, everything.
And then when you say $50 or $100, I've said that multiple times to be like, I don't have that money, I'm sorry. And they bounce and leave and bounce and leave, and then you get that, oh, I'll pay you like $100. Are you kidding me? Like, yeah. And then you're like, okay, now I know this guy is gonna pull up and like give its all and give his all and work hard and work his ass off, and it's gonna be a great product because they want to be there.
Exactly. Like I had to ask coaches for like pitching appearances just so I'd make the video work. Like me and Jason were like, we need to get in here. We got bullpens, we got pitching, we got practice. Everything's going. We just got to keep going, whether it's talking to coaches, all this, paying, all this, practice, just showing up for it.
Exactly. That's just the world we live in. But I feel like with what you're doing with the photos, the video, that will break through.
Yeah, like it's slowly popping, but it's going to break through. Yeah, it all
takes time. Like, you know, when you have something, it is just kind of knowing your audience, kind of building for them and bringing them along on the journey with you. And that's what the photos and video and the support are for. And then when you actually get close to things, you have that foundation. And like I've been reading a book called Athletes Are Brands too. And like it tells you. Athletes are brands. Yeah, I agree already.
Yeah, exactly. Like it tells you like, oh, you need to do this. You need to connect with these people. DM these people, like just different categories to talk, like because it says as soon as you sign like a national letter of intent, you gain all these followers, because then as soon as people know you're legit, they're gonna want to be around it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what I'm saying. Is it's separating the fakes to the real. And when they know you're real, they're like, all right, I fuck with this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, as soon as they know you're genuine and they want if they want something from me, I'm like, we got to see if you're actually worth this time.
Exactly.
Because I'm not going to put my time in and get burned.
Yep, exactly. That's what it's all about, bro. It's just getting that craft to its peak, and then also getting yourself out there as much as possible. Photos, videos, any kind of
marketing.
Any kind of marketing on the side helps.
Yeah, because it's all connections. Like with that coach who's a former catcher of minor leagues, it's like he has connections that I won't. So if I show him I'll prove it, then he's going to be like, okay, I'm going to talk to this dude, and we're going to get you going.
Hell yeah. That's wild, bro. But I literally, again, you're doing it. And that's the most important part. I cannot stress this enough, is when you want something in this life, do absolutely everything in your power. And I know college is a lot of work. It is so much fucking work. But this is the thing. Is Jason Vester, the guy that shot your video and has been my good friend for a minute. This man is a full-time student of like, I think 15 credits. Okay, 15 credits. The man is out doing not only videography, but he does a lot of photography as well. He's out there doing videography, photography, making money, and especially with the biggest part, having 6 fucking children.
Yeah, like I've got nothing. 6. Like, and I'm out. It's hard enough just doing my stuff.
That's what I'm saying. And so trying to support a wife and 6 kids while and he's also doing YouTube.
While living your dream.
Yeah, like, I don't know if you knew that part, but he's done YouTube. He's got like 13,000 subscribers. He broke 1 million total views. Shout out Jason Besser. The guy's doing it, but that's literally like just like that's a point right there. People think they're busier in their mind than they actually are.
Yeah, it's just setting your priorities, whatever you got to do, and making sure other people understand where you're at.
Exactly, bro. It's frustrating, but really you got to be doing it all. Got to work hard, and it will show through. Eventually, it will show through. Because I met that guy and I was like, oh, he must do like daycare. Oh shit, like your wife doesn't work and you have to pay for daycare while she's at school, and you're grinding and paying for all of you guys in a home and going to school full time, doing YouTube 2 videos a day, video production. Oh my God, bro. I was like, how?
Yeah, like just getting it all done, like it's tough.
It is tough. Like it's rough. So just to like keep that in mind, because even though I still think at times like I'm busy, but it's like the grind, the word the grind is like giving it your all.
Yeah.
So it's literally like waking up, going to school, going to work for 4 hours, getting home, finishing your homework, and then turning on the lights to do a podcast at midnight. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah, whether it's like wake up at 6, do weights, go to class, go to practice right after class, like literally like a 10-minute difference between class and practice. And then you're going to work and you get home at like 10 o'clock, work on homework till 1, 2, and then you're back into it.
Yeah, dude, see, bro. It's so nice to relate to people that like know, like, the actual fucking grind is
and
tough.
some people's motivations aren't even like real intent. Like some people are just about securing the bag, like whatever.
Very true. They just want cash, and it's like fucking you.
Yeah, like I grew up without cash, so I was like, is it really about cash?
Exactly. You got to have a genuine intent in everything.
Yeah, like I just want to do it because I love it, and like even if I do secure a bag, then it's gonna go back into what I grew up knowing.
Yeah.
Like I grew up around people that were like, oh, like money isn't everything. Everyone was wealthy that I grew up around, and I was like, is it really that important?
I know. And a lot of my family, I don't have any very wealthy people in my family. I have my grandpa's probably the wealthiest.
Yeah.
And he's got money, but he's always been the one to never hand me anything. He put like a down payment on one of my cars or something like that.
Yeah, but he makes you work for it.
Yeah, no, dude. My whole life, bro. It's like whenever I need money as a kid, teenager, high school to now, bro, he's like, oh, I got some dirt in the back you can move, or some things I can have. Him doing fucking chores. Yard work and will pay me. And like he knows, because like he had to work his ass off back, 70 years ago selling life insurance. He had to go door to door selling that shit and making a living. And so he made a lot of good money, but
exactly.
I think that's what he wants to teach all of his fucking grandchildren and children. It's at the end of the day, I've learned one thing, like in the dance career, and when I try to be a rapper, Talented, watch out. No. But when I tried to do rap, I tried to do music, I did all those things. I always thought the better equipment and the better, higher production videos and all that stuff would always
means
be
the better, yeah.
But it's not, bro.
No, and it's all whether you want to put it in.
I feel like a huge reason why my dance career was like, I got some good moments in it, but it went downhill, and I lost so much motivation because I just focused so much on paying video production, shoot the best stuff, rather than honing my dancing.
Yeah, and focus on that, and then slowly work your way up.
Exactly, and it kind of fucked me. So when I started this, I was like, what's the reason we're doing this podcast? I was thinking, I was like, I'm just going to call it some dope name, like well-rounded or something. We'll bring guests on and talk about how to be smart, just like whatever. I was like, nah, dude, like let's talk real fucking shit.
Yeah, like
what I'm saying? Like we are all literally imperfect in every single way, but we need to strive to be the best fucking people we can, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's got to come from a genuine standpoint. Like everything I've learned about marketing, public relations, advertising, everything is just like when it comes from a genuine like standpoint, it always almost always is successful.
Exactly. Like I gave up an absolute nuke to some former minor leaguer over the summer, and I was like, everyone's like, Dylan, how did you just do that? And then I turn around and I just keep pitching innings.
Dude, hell yeah.
And I'm like, it doesn't faze me. It's one misstep, and then you just keep going. It's one pitch at a time.
Keep going.
You just got to keep going, whether it's in the weight room, lifting, homework, school, finances.
Huge.
It's all one step at a time.
Yeah.
Like you just got to keep focused.
Yeah, you'll fall and fall and fall, but you just got to get up, push on, push forward, push heavy. Yeah, I think that's just what it all, just to tie this all back in, man. Like it's work, but I think when someone has their eye on something, or they at least like get a taste of it, like when you probably stepped on a field for the first time or second or third, you're like, this feels good.
This is the right spot.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And even when I stepped on a dance stage, I was like, this is what I want to do. But then I got caught up in, it's consistent in releasing videos every week, and I got to make it high and more budget, and I'm going to be a rapper, so I'm going to buy a freaking $800 mic, and I made my whole room into a studio and had all this high-tech shit. Released my first song, got shat on by literally, my mom was like, son,
it's not
good.
It's not for you.
It's like, when you try to dip your toes in other things, you got to dip your toe without any clout, any money, anything.
Just
if you could just like just do you and kind of walk into something like with baseball or whatever and hit your first ball or make your first song just from like what is at your heart. And if it's fucking good, people will fucking know.
Yeah, exactly.
You
like
know?
my dad will tell me, he's like, I saw your stats. You aren't doing so hot. You got to figure out what's going on. And he'll tell me, he'll watch film with me. He's like, this is where you went wrong.
Yeah, that's
whether
real.
it's mechanics or just missing spots pitching wise. Like he's like,
that's imperfect.
He's like, this is where you screwed up and you gave up this nuke.
Yes, bro. Like it's just looking at your mistakes and fixing them.
Exactly.
And getting better. It's like, okay, this is, and I think that's where a lot of the fake people come from. And if they are trying it or think that they are, they get so caught up in like, this is my thing, and they don't want to rechange it. And maybe that's how what happened towards mine. I was like, this is my dancing. Like people will but it's like
you got to be able to adapt a little bit.
That's the key, bro. Yeah. You have to be able to adapt to your environment, to the culture, to the social media. Like shit's forever changing. You got to adapt. Like one thing like I missed the whole time dancing is I never hit trends. Yeah. And trends, like when a trend is like, oh, the new like songs out, you know, like Watch Me Whip or whatever, and it's like I never made a video on it. I was just like, I'm just gonna focus on this video I've been working on for 3 months. And
like you have to hit the mainstream stuff, even though people hate when you do it at the time. As soon as it pops off, they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. You got to get on trending. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Like even with my dad, like he works for Apple making $25 an hour.
Really?
And he doesn't give me a single thing. He's like, you got to do you. Like you're going to grind for it. You're going to pay for your stuff. Like,
that's good.
Like he'll help me occasionally, like holidays and everything with gifts and stuff. But literally day in, day out, he's like, Dylan, this is your stuff to grind. You want this? You're going to go get it then.
Dude, hell yeah, bro. It's crazy to say, like, we have different careers, you know.
And yet it still lines up.
It all lines up, man. It's just fucking hard work, guys. Work your asses off.
Yeah, it's all about the grind. Just got to keep working.
All about the grind. Well, brother, I got, leading away from your baseball, you're grinding. I heard you're Talontid's manager now. What's up with that shit? Let's talk shit on him since he's not here.
Yeah, you know. He's just working on music and everything, just staying on top of the album, just everything.
He's doing amazing. He's here on the set. I'm just fucking with him. But no, Talontid is a fucking amazing rapper.
Like when I first met him, I was like, this kid's legit. He's really about his
shit, dude. Yeah, that's the same shit.
I had to make sure he was really about it. I wasn't gonna invest my time and energy into someone who's not about their craft. I was like, if he's legit and he's about it, then okay, we'll put our time into it. But he really is. Like, I'll talk to him, I'll ask him to hang out even as his own manager, and he's like, bro, no, I got shit to do. Like it's all about his grind.
It is all about the grind. And this is how, like, I'm not gonna go in one day, I'll tell this story, but long story short is I've had multiple rappers hit me up. I ended up shooting a couple of rap videos that never saw the light of day because of various reasons. But basically to the core that I just don't think they fucking really want to put in work. Yeah. But when I met him, same thing. I was like, you know, a little back, like, okay, like, there's a lot of fucking rappers, a lot of people trying to do shit, like, and at this point, I was like, I want to make some shit that I can fucking fuck with. Yeah. And I NF and Macklemore and like those people that just make those like fun kind of
dorky videos.
Yeah, dorky, like real in depth. It's got to be like, no matter what the standpoint is, it's got to be genuine.
Yeah, it's got to come from the heart.
It's got to be real, honestly. But when I got a DM from him, I was like, oh shit, okay, like whatever, like, you know, let's like check out shit, whatever the fuck. And we end up linking up, and I was like, okay, like I'm just link up on campus, let's see what's going on. We link up, and he pulls out his phone and starts playing the song, and I'm like, and the song stops. I'm like, when the fuck do we start?
Yeah, exactly.
Because like I was like, this guy knows what he's doing. This is real shit. It's deep. Like, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, like I met him at the mall. Like I had just gotten off practice and my buddy Jamal was like, oh, let's meet up and talk to Talon. I was like, who's Talon? And he's like, here's his music. Here you go. Listen to it on your way here. And I was like, oh, this is legit. We're going to go with it. And then I met him. I was like, he's just as real as his music. I was like, this kid means business and he wants it.
Yeah, that's the thing. When a lot of people want dreams, but people out there like really putting in work. And not only that, it's like there is a talent, too talented. There's a talent inside of it though with anybody that you realize when people like have that talent, or they at least built, maybe they were born with it, maybe they built upon it, maybe whatever. But when I heard it, I was like, he's got ways to go, you know what I'm saying? But this shit is the best shit I've heard of any rapper that I've met my whole life. And trust me, like, there's a lot of fucking rappers, especially like high school and college,
like SoundCloud.
And send me, listen to my track, you know, blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
like this
I
shit
get that still, even to me. And I'm just on Instagram and Twitter and everything as an athlete, and they're like, listen to my music. I'm like,
yeah, dude. You're like, what? You're like, yeah. So a lot of people, I have people from Boise, like where it's really popping, and it's just, and some people got decent stuff. Maybe they're still grinding. Maybe they do really want it. Maybe they are honing the craft, but they're not to the point where I'm like, I'm ready to like, I still want to, I'll watch. I'll stand on the standpoint and watch. And that's kind of what I did with him. I went through his stuff, like, okay, he's posting a lot, he's consistent, he's working hard. And after I heard the first song, I'm like, okay, this is the kind of shit. This is the difference too. Is not only did I know it was talent, you know, it was he was talented, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I found out he had talent, but I realized it was the same kind of shit that I want to make a music video for.
Exactly, like it had that deeper.
I don't want to pull up and make a music video with a bunch of bitches shaking their asses. Like,
exactly, and throwing money everywhere.
That's what it always is. And if there's a story element, I'll get by it. There's a couple times when they have elements like that, cool, like I fuck with it, but it has to have a story. It has to have meaning. It has
an
to have
actual story behind it. Like a
that's
story
what I'm
line.
saying. Like I can't remember. I've seen a music video recently from some rapper, but it like showed him like not doing very much, and he was like chilling, working a normal job. But at the end of the video, was throwing money, dancing with bitches and stuff. It was like, oh, like he made it. I get the reference. It's a story. I fuck with it. It makes sense.
Okay.
You know? But I was like, so after I heard it, I was like, this is something that like whatever, and they already had a kind of an idea, and I was like, oh my god. Well, they shot it obviously, but and they just were asking me to edit it, but I was like, this is awesome.
Like this is real.
Yeah, like this is real. It has like, and the music's really great, and so I was like, I definitely wanted more story to the video element, but the song was so passionately done, and they did have like this really kind of
and like raw emotion.
Yeah, raw emotion, raw video, and how it was shot. I was like, this is actually gonna kind of work because it's kind of like this raw music with a raw video.
Like you can work with it.
So I was like, this is gonna mash up really well. So that's why I was like, yeah, let's jump on board.
Yeah, and even now with all the music he's dropping, he's still got work to do. Yeah. Like even
I know
day out and day out. Yeah, it's a grind.
Damn it. No, but like seriously though, he's he's just talented right here. But no, seriously, I think he's definitely going fucking great places. And again, I see him and I see the work and I see the talk. I see like it's just different when you see people actually do shit. But we're bringing all this up for those listening about Talontid and all this stuff because you became the manager for him. So what does that entail? What's the job position? What's going on?
As soon as 2020 starts, I'll be taking over his Instagram, his Snapchat, and we'll be opening up a Twitter for him, and I'll be taking over Facebook for him. I'll be updating fans. Cool. I'll be giving updates on what's going on, shows, ticket sales, merch coming out, and all that.
Hell yeah.
And then we'll be booking shows and we'll be creating a TikTok actually.
Oh, TikTok
for him.
Yo,
yeah,
that's smart.
Yeah, because it's starting to pop off.
That's what that's one of those things that when shit pops off, you got to get on board quick, bro. Like we were just saying.
Like even with baseball, I'm gonna start doing it with behind the scenes.
There's
stuff.
so much baseball stuff you could do. That'd be fun. I'll follow both of y'all.
Exactly. But exactly, we'll have to get some work in on that.
Yeah, dude, for real. But so yeah, you're gonna get a TikTok, get all that stuff rolling. So being a manager though, and you're gonna have like access to all this kind of stuff. Do you have like any plans, any ideas of what you're gonna be posting? What kind of content?
We're gonna be most of it's gonna be like shows and background stuff, but we'll also be on YouTube doing like behind the scenes stuff, like stuff we do daily, like whether it's him writing, whether it's us just running around making connections, doing stuff in public, because we'll be doing like public events like meetups and like pop-up shops, all that.
Nice.
Doing merch,
that's super nice. YouTube is an amazing element just because it's video and you can see people.
Yeah, and it's a platform to just show everything.
Exactly.
Because you can make it raw as possible, or we can edit it and show only certain parts. Like
exactly. But the thing is, like, G, I know he's a little bit famous. Jeezy, he got a little bit famous. Yeah. I saw him way before he was famous, but at that time, like, he was just kind of like whatever. But when I started to notice G started blowing up, of course, me, myself, and I. He started doing these little videos, and it was like, I can't remember the name. It was like Summertime or something. But what he did is like at his shows, he'd show him on the tour bus, behind the scenes, things like that. And that's what like I always like listen to him. I got to meet him. I paid a fan ticket or whatever. Got to do all that kind of stuff.
Like the VIP stuff.
The VIP was super cool, which is really interesting. He actually saw one of my dance videos. Like he was so low at the time. So when you typed in G-Eazy dance, there was like 3 videos. Mine was the top. And so I was like, oh, this is really cool. I should have done more. But now you type in G-Eazy dance, he's fucking everywhere. But anyways, but but there's that segment though that he did where he showed him on the tour bus and on segments and those things like that. I think that'd really fucking help him. You show him just doing these hard work, showing the grind, showing the work, showing the behind the scenes, because the thing is he's an artist. His goal is to get the songs out at the end of the day, but then elements, music videos, behind the scenes, interviews, make them follow his story.
Like, even if it's behind the scenes of like music videos, whether it's even us just like running around in public, just doing normal stuff, like whether it's even in Walmart.
Yeah, right.
Just running around.
Yeah, do shit. I think that'd be a really good element to show that realism.
So then it shows he's not just some normal rapper or like above everyone. Like I want him to be able to connect with fans.
Relatable, dude.
Yeah,
that's
so
a
then
huge thing
so then
right now.
fans feel like, oh, he's not just talent, he's right there with us.
Yeah, exactly. Like, exactly, bro. I think that's where NF started too. Now he's got so big that he can't just walk into Walmart because he'll be fucking rolled up on.
Exactly.
But him being so genuine and just talking about real feeling. And that's the same thing like with the show. It's like I wanted to make a thing where people can swear, people can be real.
Exactly.
There's no filters, absolutely none. Like people can just be themselves because there's so much people that are like making like Instagram and all these things. They want to look show the best.
Yeah, they only show the best.
They want to show the best of the best. But then now there's like this thing where people are showing more of themselves and more relatable
and it
things.
starts to pop off.
And it starts to pop off because you're like, oh my god, I can relate to this person. And like,
they're like, oh yeah, you're just getting groceries, you're just swimming, whatever.
Exactly. And so like NF, like it was just like being a part of like his realism and his talking and his, and he's a very private person, obviously. He doesn't do too much. He's
not gonna show much.
Like he's the one that like when he does show, it's rare, but
and it's related to his music.
Yeah,
like even with Talon's stuff coming out, it's gonna be more public. It's gonna be more raw. Like it's gonna be him just chilling.
Yeah,
even if it's more just relatable to a normal person.
And I was gonna say, so because you're going into marketing as of now, right? And maybe later down the road. That would be huge, bro.
Yeah.
Marketing, because now I see that doubling so hard because I hope you guys, do good things, but your marketing could help you as an athlete and him as his career.
Exactly. And even if it both pops off, I'd still help him. Like we'd be able to help each other out, whether it's with song features, everything.
100%. I could be making fucking, well, hopefully, but I could be making so much fucking money from the video production shit. But like this shit hits home to me because I'm actually having conversations with real people, with real topics,
with real dreams,
with real fucking dreams. And I want to talk about everything and anything there is to talk about so I can grow as a human being. Because when you get millions of dollars doesn't mean you're just all of a sudden this great human being. You're fucking still imperfect. So let's better the places that need to be better perfected.
Exactly.
Whether the best it can be.
Yeah. Whether it's just being like nicer to everyone, like be there for people. Like it's what matters.
Yeah, dude, I tell you, totally fucking agree. But so you're gonna be taking over his social media, which is gonna be super exciting. Is there any other ways you're gonna be involved, or just kind of like?
We're in talks right now, actually, with opening up for the Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh my god, everybody get him on that shit, bro.
Yeah,
there's not a better collab, bro. Let's go. Like that energy would be fucking amazing.
Yeah, and then Juicy J Productions tweeted out, if you're serious about inquiries about like getting in the booth with Juicy J.
Jesus, dude.
And I was like, let's get a collab going there.
Oh my god.
So we're putting in work for him. Like we're trying to get him out there with those bigger names.
That's awesome. Yeah, and that's where it is. At the end of the day, you got to find those people that have the clout or whatever, but like that following. That way you can reach more audience. That's literally what all three of us are doing here. It's like we all have separate talents, but not only do we need to crown our talents or make our talents better, but we need to get them to people. We need people to find them.
Exactly. And we all just use each other
in that way. Exactly. You got to hype each other up and do this.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm doing this for him, and I shot this video. Go check it out. And,
exactly.
All crosses. Well, maybe he'll make the music, and I'll make a documentary for your next fucking thing when you make the MLB or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
may have to fly you out to California and do some work.
Fuck, dude. That'd be so. Chitty said the same shit too. Either way, I'm going to Cali. No, I'm just saying.
Whether it's for training, basketball, baseball, whatever.
Yeah, dude. I love having people on the show that are everybody I've had on the show all over just in these crazy careers and stuff or whatever, but. It's all just comes back to like they really want to make an influence or make a difference.
Yeah, make a difference.
And a lot of them, whatever the motivation may be, it's like it's just seeing them and you and Talontid and all these other people like get out there and actually do it. It's fucking awesome to witness. You know what I'm saying? Because a while ago I stopped following them Instagram model butts and all that shit. I was like, what the fuck is, I'm tired of like, why am I even following these people? I don't give a fuck about this bitch's career. Like,
because they're not doing anything but brand deals.
Literally, bro. It's like ass. Oh, picture of my family. Then more ass. And I'm like, hey, I need to follow people that I actually like fuck with.
Are going to make a difference. Yeah.
Exactly, bro. You know.
Exactly. Like they're willing to give back. They're willing to put in that time with you.
Exactly. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day, is just putting in the time, putting in the work, making it worth the effort, bro.
Exactly.
You know, making it all end. That's crazy, bro. I mean, you got a lot on your plate, but I mean, I feel like these are all good things that like literally tie together so well.
Like balancing talent, balancing my work, putting in baseball time, whether it's in the weight room, talking to schools. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard, but you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's like, you could do 2 or 3 great things at the same time. Maybe like 5 or 6, it gets...
Exactly. You know, that's why I'm putting in like 6 a.m. weights, so I get that out of the way. And then I'll be on phone calls with schools for me, whether it's on talent stuff. And then I'm in work, and I'll even sit in the back room with my laptop, and I'm like, let's do this. Knock them out, and then I'll just get home. I'll chill. I'll focus on my editing with shit and all that.
That's it. I think it's a good thing to focus on those couple of things and really work hard, because that's the thing, is like a lot of people will be like, I'm gonna start a video production and a photography and a podcast, and I'm gonna do this and this and this and this, and you're like, but you can't you can't dip your toes too many places. You got to pick like the top 3 things that you really want to fucking make it big at.
Exactly.
And go ham.
I know, and I've started doing more. I've started writing my own music as well.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I'm talking about making a clothing company too.
Okay, so
to help with Talon's merch too. So we may be doing that.
Dude, that's gonna be fucking exciting, bro.
Yeah. Like we're in talks with clothing companies. We're in talks with my music. Everything going.
Damn, bro. I want to see that shit, bro.
There's some exclusive stuff going.
I definitely want to see that shit, like where y'all headed and all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like we're moving today to Logan.
I know. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, you guys were telling me. So you guys are coming through, moving to Logan. You guys got a place together.
Yep. We're gonna be living in Logan. We're gonna be grinding out there because we're just in the middle of Salt Lake and IF. We'll just be bouncing back and forth, working, grinding.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. I think it's gonna be good for you guys to kind of like work together, grow together.
Exactly.
I mean, when you guys are together, it just helps so fucking much. You know?
It gets work done quicker. We don't have to travel. We'll just come home, hit the booth, done.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm hyped for that, dude. I'm hyped for that. Well, I'm gonna keep an eye on both y'all. Seriously, I'm excited to see where you guys go with your futures and the grind and the work and all that kind of shit. Like, it's gonna be exciting, and I'm excited to see where y'all go. I want to fucking see you guys in 5 years back on this shit. Fucking talking about.
We'll be back.
You know what I'm saying? Talking about, like, yo, like, guess where I fucking made it? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. See me on TV somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, thanks. It was my pleasure.
I hope y'all got inspired today, talking about the real shit, the real talk. You know what I'm saying? So, but thank you guys so much for watching. This is Dylan Chan. We'll see y'all later.
Have a good one, guys.
Peace.
Buy the merch.